Thank you for choosing Tanzania as a venue of this meeting, and particularly Zanzibar. I also appreciate the Commonwealth Secretariat for the work it has been doing with the member countries to advance the cause of access to justice. Special gratitude to the honorable ministers for the work you have been doing, and I also welcome your commitment to use the Commonwealth Law Ministers platform to promote access to justice and rule of law. Madam Patricia and the delegates, we are very thankful for the condolence messages for the loss of our second President of the United Republic of Tanzania, the late Honorable Ali Hassan Mwinyi. Thank you for condoling with us. Honorable Ministers, I note with satisfaction the timely choice of the theme, technology and innovation, how digitalization paves way for the development of the people-centered justice. It is therefore suffice to say that our Commonwealth community is witnessing rapid development in technology and also socioeconomic sectors. The potential role of technology and innovation in fostering the rule of law cannot be overemphasized. It is important for the legal sector to also embrace technology in the dispensation of justice to ensure there is timely and efficient access to justice for all. And henceforth, the judiciary in Tanzania is endeavoring to address the backlog of cases through adoption of electronic tools. The judiciary has embarked on virtual court session, e-filing systems, and artificial intelligence, which enhances transparency and accountability in access to justice. To start off, it beefed up its own IT team charged with the digitalization of court processes. As of last year, it started piloting on electronic case management systems to facilitate the registration of cases online and the assignment of cases for judges and magistrates. It is done electronically. This has provided a tool for monitoring on how cases are being handled. The government of Tanzania continues to support the judiciary in adopting technology and digitalization. We have facilitated connectivity between different courts through our fiber optic network under close support by the e-government experts. The expectations of the people of the Commonwealth are high, and they are firm in the conviction that technology and its efficient use presents opportunity to better ensure access to justice. Furthermore, the Commonwealth Network can serve as an apt forum for finding consensus through consultation and sharing of experiences. It is in this regard that we welcome this very important meeting of yours. As such, it is our expectation that this meeting will enhance the application of technology in dispensing justice and strengthen collaboration amongst ourselves. Honorable Ministers, during this meeting, we look forward to hearing and learning from your experiences and best practices on your respective jurisdictions, on how we can best take advantage of technology and innovation in fostering access to justice for all. It is important that we also continue to share experience on how to best advance this cause. Honorable Ministers, Tanzania has been making major strides in addressing challenges related to the access to justice. You will recall that the 2019 Declaration on Equal Access to Justice by the Commonwealth Law Ministers identified a number of challenges encountered by the people of the Commonwealth to the attainment of access to justice. These challenges include poverty and high cost to access justice, but also access to legal aid, complex legal language, limited legal capability, corruption, geographic inaccessibility, and lack of confidence in the justice system. I thought it is important to briefly highlight key measures taken by Tanzania to address some of these challenges to better ensure access to justice. And in this case, I wish to premise what I'm going to say by underscoring that the rule of law and access to justice in Tanzania are held in high regard and are adhered to. The independence of the judiciary and access to justice are constitutionally guaranteed. Moreover, the executive and the judiciary maintain excellent working relations. In 1996, our judiciary introduced what it calls a Law Day, an annual celebration and forum for reflection on how it carries out its constitutional mandate of dispensing justice. To mark the excellent working relation between the judiciary and the executive, each year the President officiates Law Day and registers the executive concerns and commitment and give an assurance to continue cooperation with the judiciary. This tradition has endured and cementing the good working relationship between the executive and the judiciary, which in my view is critical in the administration of justice in any country. Number two, I want to talk on limited legal capability, and here I also wish to notify that the government supports the judiciary by addressing various obstacles that affect its capability to ensure access to justice. This is done in the framework of supporting implementation of the Judiciary's Strategic Plan, SP, whose vision is timely and accessible justice for all. This includes things pertaining to policies, infrastructure, and also we have continued to increase supporting staff and judicial facilities to better ensure the operational capability of the judiciary personnel. As the Tanzania judiciary policy focuses on improving the criminal justice system in the country, in 2023, the government formed a commission to examine the performance of the nation's criminal justice institutions in view of promoting fairness, efficiency, and upholding the human rights. And this has been said by Minister Pindichana. And so in July last year, 2023, the Commission submitted its report with wide-ranging transformational recommendations for improving our criminal justice system. And all administrative recommendations are in various stages of implementation, while those which requires policy or legislative changes are to be implemented in due course. This can be an area of interest for those who may wish to work with us on this issue. I also want to touch on the another obstacle to access to justice, which is the legal aid. Our current system provides for access to legal aid by court-appointed advocates for those deemed to be in need or in need of it in both civil and criminal proceedings. To complement this, the government, as it has been said by the minister, our government launched a massive Mama Samia legal campaign, and the campaign involves the provision of legal aid and education to the citizens on constitutional and legal issues, access to justice, and cross-cutting issues such as gender-based violence, violence against women and children, land administration, issues of inheritance, dispute resolution, including alternative dispute resolution, and human rights in general. The campaign has managed to sensitize the people on their rights and access to justice. As a result, many disputes on land, matrimonial, inheritance, and GBV have been resolved at community levels. And having noticed high demand for legal aid, the government called upon other stakeholders to play their part in providing legal aid. And we are very thankful because we do have the volunteering paralegals, but we also have the non-state actors who are also providing legal aid to the people. We are very thankful. And as you may have already noticed, in Tanzania, the majority of our population speaks the national language, Swahili. For a long time, however, most of the judiciary conducts were done in English. And so complexity of the language that is used in judiciary or judiciary services has been another challenge to access to justice. Up until 2021, the government decided that all existing laws and new bills to come be presented in Swahili, and upon adoption will be translated into English for international use, of course, regional international use. So this exercise of translating all existing laws is ongoing. I firmly believe that this will go a long way in making the legal system more accessible by our people. I also would like to talk on the geographical inaccessibility, and in this, in dealing with this setback, and in recognition of the fact that we are having different judiciary services spaced very far apart throughout the country. One innovative approach in the Judiciary Strategic Plan is to construct an integrated justice centers, and or IJC we call them for short. So the IJCs offer judicial services as one-stop center for access to justice from primary court to the Court of Appeal. They accommodate prosecutors, legal aid providers, the police, lawyers or advocates, the social service workers, so as to complement the justice chain. They are all under one roof. So the IJCs are equipped with modern e-justice tools, training rooms, and consolidated citizen services. Having all these services under one roof not only eases access to justice, but also saves time and money in the cause of accessing justice. Another point which I'm glad to talk about is I'm glad to note that various efforts that are being taken have changed the public perception in the judiciary and its function. To cite one study, in 2023, report, an independent research institution based in Tanzania, did a perception study to gauge people's confidence in the judiciary. It noted that whereas in 2015, the confidence level was at 65%, people's confidence to the judiciary to 65%. In 2023, their level had risen to 88%. And this is because of all those efforts which we have taken to facilitate access to judiciary.